80 minutes into the World Cup tie, Argentina looked like they had no hope. They were on the verge of going out until Messi found a little bit of space to whip in a cross for Cristiano Romero in the box. But why did he have this much space? And how did Argentina win this pulsating contest? How did Messi do it? To start off, let's talk about what happened. Argentina had been down and out after goals from Yasser Ibrahim and Mustafa Zico, and it should have been worse had the disallowed goal been allowed by VAR. Messi even had a first half penalty saved by Mustafa Shobeir. But then Argentina came back. It's one of the most remarkable comebacks in sport history. Even Tom Brady thought so, and he's not a bad sportsman himself. Back to the game, overall Argentina dominated the ball with 64% possession to Egypt's 36, and peppered the Egypt goal with 19 shots and 7 on target to Egypt's 5 and 2 on target. Their first half XG alone was 1.56 for Argentina to Egypt's mere 0.12. But Egypt had a smart game plan, one that leaned on to their strengths, which we will discuss further. We can also see the disparity in the first half and second half possession, where Egypt were more penned back in the second half, and Argentina started to pull them apart. In the first half, their goalkeeper, Mustafa Shobeir, kept them in it, saving Messi's penalty, plus 2 point-blank efforts from McAllister and Alvarez. But Egypt looked dangerous too, thanks to the running of Hassan and Mo Salah. But in the end, Messi and Argentina found a way. Now let's talk tactics. Egypt started with a 4-4-2 matching against Argentina's narrow 4-1-3-2. Argentina looked to utilize their talented midfield, while Egypt relied on their strength of pace and power of Mo Salah and co. On the ball, Argentina looked a little different. Egypt tried to press early and often at times in their 4-4-2. So they dropped Leandro Paredes a little deeper while pushing both their fullbacks, Molina and Tagliafico, wide to gain width. Egypt also packed the central areas, which made it hard for central combinations at first, but that allowed Messi to drop deep sometimes to help with the build-up. It also created these triangles with De Paul, Messi, and Molina on one side, Tagliafico, Alvarez, and Fernandes on the other. These triangles caused problems for Egypt's wingers because they had to stay wide and prepare for the counter. It also opened up either the deep switch from Paredes to Tagliafico or through the lines with Fernandes. That specific move allowed Argentina to win the penalty won by Tagliafico, in which Messi stepped up and was saved by Shobeir. Even after leading 1-0, it was clear that Egypt had serious problems to deal with. What we saw in the second half was that Egypt changed their shape from a 4-4-2 to a 4-5-1 with the introduction of Fatih. But this allowed them to be penned back more by Argentina, with the wingers doubling up on their runners and sometimes forcing Egypt into a back six. Now, this seems all well and good for Argentina, but what was Egypt's plan to counter? Well, Egypt wanted to play to their strength of running in behind Argentina's space. You see, Argentina's system also causes problems, because as their fullbacks bomb high, they leave spaces that can be exploited by Egypt's wide players, which is what Hassan, Salah, and Zico did. And then on the ball, they looked to play the direct ball into the feet of Mo Salah to bring their wingers into play and carry the ball forward. This was the pattern behind the disallowed goal in the second half. Zico had one ruled out by VAR for a foul on Lisandro Martinez, but then he got the real breakthrough after a missed corner and good combination work from Salah and Hassan in the 67th minute to make it 2-0. From then, several things happened. Scaloni brought on 3 players: Lautaro Martinez, an extra striker, Gonzalez, a winger on the left, to replace Tagliafico, and Montiel, a right back, to replace Molina. So you have an extra striker, and Martinez played through the middle, which meant Alvarez shifted to the left and Messi played on the right. And Montiel was able to sneak inside the pockets of the half space while Messi stayed wide. Staying wide right, he had more freedom there, and Egypt's changes, which they brought on Trezeguet, couldn't get a handle on marking Messi. And Argentina was able to push Romero forward in the box as they were looking for an extra goal, and Egypt had reduced their attacking firepower. This is what led to the opening picture right now. A couple of good deliveries into the box, and a Romero header off a Messi cross. And then 4 minutes later, a Messi strike clipping the keeper's gloves and the underside of the bar on its way to make it 2-2. After this, Egypt wanted to strike back. They were furious, and rightfully so. Emotions ran high, and they brought on the striker of Manchester City, Omar Marmoush, to change things. They went back to that 4-4-2 earlier. But in the process of pushing men forward, they were caught, ironically, by the Argentine counter. This time, Lautaro Martinez was able to swing a pinpoint cross to the head of Enzo Martinez, and the comeback is complete in the second minute of stoppage time. Jubilance for Argentina and misery for Egypt. But before we go, here are some of the standout performances of the match. I mentioned the goalkeeper for Egypt, Shobeir, played magnificently, but was unfortunate to be the other end of the winning team. Hassan ran his socks off, a great defensive and offensive performance, supporting Salah up top and combining for Zico's goal. But of course, the man of the match has to go to Lionel Messi. It seems like every time he gets put under pressure, he comes out of it better. He missed a penalty in the first half, became the first player in World Cup history to miss 2 penalties in one single World Cup. But he still delivered the assist and the equalizer that turned the game on its head. What a player, and what a game. And I'm sure if he played this game again 100 times, 99 times out of 100, it would never come out like this. One for the history books. That is all for the breakdown. Thanks for watching. This is the Third Runner. Like and subscribe for further Hidden Place breakdowns.